You are listening to Subject to Change. Real people experiencing real life, unscripted. Well, welcome to another episode of Subject to Change. I'm Sarah.
I'm the monkey in the middle.
And this is
to your left.
To your left. And this is our first episode of season 4. Welcome back. Happy 2026.
And still the same things.
Still the same.
We had intentions of, doing stuff over break
and we
making new sounds.
But we
songs.
did do something.
What did we do?
We have merch. We are officially wearing kudos to Aunt Amy. I don't do anything that requires wearing a helmet.
Even though I do, but it pains me to put this on because I'm definitely a daredevil.
But this is, this is for her.
Hence
Aunt Amy. Oh my gosh.
It was bruised all the way up to my wrist.
Ooh.
All the way down. It
looks better.
It does look a lot better.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
It's getting better. Yeah. So
problem is, Lord knows, I don't know how I did it, and a helmet wouldn't help me either way. So
exactly. So yeah, thank you, Aunt Amy, for the merch idea. I finally pulled the plug and made this and another shirt. So
I know you made a shirt for me with the logo, but you know what? It's a little bit too far over here.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I had done like 25 shirts that day, so I was it's fine. I think mine might be too. It's fine.
It works well. Yeah, so you can go to our website and buy it, or
no, I didn't list anything. That's just for us to wear. If you want one, let me know. I'll make you one.
Well, soon we'll have the website you can purchase.
Yeah,
merch, subject to change. I don't do anything that requires wearing a helmet.
We've been saying that for a long time. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll start with stickers. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll start with those. Are much easier to.
Well, as always, listen, subscribe, tell your friends, pass it along, all these kinds of things, and that way, the more listeners, and maybe we could bring somebody in to help us.
With
give you the things you want, like merchandise. And
I'm a lone train over here.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So anyway.
And I technically have 2 jobs, so I'm busy.
Yeah, well.
I've been busy.
I have a full-time job and a whole house and 3
and
dogs. Now I'm getting ready to boot up.
When I was single, I had lots of time.
Boot up and getting ready to sell the house. And
oh, you're boot up, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
So anyways, we're not promising anything. Just keep listening, all right? We promise. We'll try to entertain.
We are as real as you. This is real life. Our motto, real life, real people.
Yeah, we got to get it back into that. It is real people, real life.
Yeah.
Unscripted.
Yeah, we'll say it at the end of the show.
My life.
Yeah, I don't script it either. It just happens.
Yeah, scripting your life. Maybe we can talk to our guest, Trisha.
Yes,
Trisha.
Talk
about Trisha for a second.
We met playing golf, and we've known each other for a few years.
Well, were you just a single and then they paired you up, or
no?
how'd that work?
I went.
She was unlucky and got me.
Yeah, it was a realtor networking group that I found, and then the one person who got me in quit playing, but she introduced me to it, and then I got partnered up with Trisha, and the rest is history.
How was it?
Fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Pick up on every hole?
Huh?
Did you pick up on every hole?
No.
8-stroke maximum.
No.
I'm aging. I don't remember.
Yeah. I do remember though when we were golfing for a while, because it was like that. It was the whole series in that summer, but we would be sharing TikTok videos of this golfer named Trisha, and she's a comedian. God, I cannot talk.
Wow. Is that a woman that's on a committee? It's a comedian. I'm a committee man if I'm on the committee.
I've been on vacation too long. Okay.
Yeah, well,
yeah, she's really funny. Those were really funny videos. I feel like watching those.
Me working not.
Yeah, I'm not working today. So, anyway, we are the realest podcast you can have.
Yes,
for sure.
Unscripted. Yeah, so anyways, Trisha is your therapist?
Yes.
Is a mental health professional?
Not my therapist. You made it sound like she's my therapist. That would be a conflict of interest.
Yeah. So I can tell you her deep, whatever she says in sessions, okay?
Cool. By the way, am I your emergency contact?
No, not in the program. You're not.
That's a good question. I don't know. I know
I keep finding myself putting Amy down, and I keep forgetting that I have a life partner in Geeta, and I should be putting Geeta down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have Sammy for sure. And I think I put you and Mom down. I can't remember.
I used to put Craig, your Uncle Craig,
Mm-hmm.
because, he could, I'm pretty sure maybe he can't anymore, but he could just mobilize an entire army if something happened to
Yeah,
me, which,
yeah.
at that time I was like, well, I might need that more than any approval or permission to do any surgeries or anything.
Guess I need to check
So then I
that.
said Amy because, for medical stuff. but
Yeah.
neither one of which answer their phone. So that's the problem. So yeah, I got to get in the habit. I got to change all those and put Keita. At least she'll answer the phone.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, mental health professional, and so yeah, we can talk about maybe unscripted,
Yes.
living life unscripted, what
Yeah.
that does to us, whatever. But aside from the other things that you want to talk
Yeah.
about, but, yeah.
Well,
We'll get into
before
it.
we do that, we got some stuff. But anyway, the most important part of the show, who we are sponsored by today, and I'll let you say it.
A Cleveland Browns win.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm surrounded by Browns fans.
but also a loss today.
Why?
Kevin Stefanski
Oh,
got fired.
Yep. Mm-hmm. With another win.
I mean, it had to happen.
they
I
always
think.
fire their coaches. It's not working. That method isn't working.
Yeah, I don't know, but I go back and forth. I think in the pros, like you got a bunch of young kids. We should talk to Melvin more about this, but
I know.
you got a bunch of young kids. They need coached, and they're probably getting coached. But then it's really ultimately it just falls on the head coach. If they're not winning, something's going on in the locker room. Something's going on here, there, whatever. I mean, you could blame the manager and say, "Well, we don't have the right chemistry." I was watching one game this weekend. Maybe it was the 49ers and the
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
And how the Seahawks got rid of some people because they didn't fit the culture of the team. Now, that's a well-coached,
That is very well
well-managed
coached.
team.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that happens at the Browns because, you bring in a Deshaun Watson. I don't know if that's the culture
I
of the
know.
team.
I mean,
Massages and happy endings. And,
the Bengals aren't firing
playing.
anybody, and that's our problem.
So you think you need a head coach? Kevin Stefanski's
Our
available.
manager or president, whoever the hell he is now, announced today they're not firing, but we're going to address the situation.
Yeah.
Whatever. Joe Burrow's, you could tell he's depressed, like literally, like he's losing his shit, and he's more concerned about his hair in the camera now than really the game because I mean it's just terrible.
Make way the sun shines.
I mean, yesterday I looked at tickets for yesterday. Actually, I know it's the last game of the season, but man, $35.
You really? 'Cause
Yeah.
when I looked at
I
them,
was
they
tempted.
Were,
I was tempted. I was like, man, I'm going to get off this flight. I'm going to go down to Cincy. It's $35.
What'd you see, Trisha?
It was like over $100 and some dollars.
Oh
ticket,
yeah,
so-
I found.
But
35.
face value is like $400, I think.
Yeah.
For well, okay. I just found this out. So Jeff and Lee have season tickets, and she said it's $400 a game. So $200 per ticket.
Yeah.
Maybe it's $400 per seat.
That makes
I think
sense.
it's $200 per ticket.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are like that too.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, they cost more going down to the Browns, so I think it was just because it was the last game of the season, and
Yeah.
and I'm sure there was more expensive tickets, but that's what I was looking at. I was like, should I go?
I was tempted, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, it would have been lovely. You could have taken me.
Yeah, there's always. I know.
Miles Garrett got his 23rd sack.
Yeah, Joe let
set a
him.
record,
Proud of
which
Joe
is
let
nice.
him. Joe
Is
let
that-
him.
Really, he just stopped and looked at him and said, "Go ahead."
He
sack
pulled a
me."
Brett
Take me down.
Favre with Michael Strohan. Like he just went down. He's like, whatever, dude. That's just,
So in my neighborhood growing up, there was like four. It was me, my brother Jeff, your uncle Jeff, and then two other kids. I won't say their last names. Brad and Jimmy. Okay, so Brad's sort of athletic, and we would play football, just 2-on-2 football. And Jimmy, every time, so my brother would obviously be the quarterback. And how you play 2-on-2, I don't even know, but it's basically like just beat the shit out of each other. But Jimmy, every time he got the ball, would just fall down. So we Amy knows this. So and it pissed my brother off so much. He'd like throw the football at him and stuff. I'm like, God damn it, Jimmy. Meanwhile, we're like, Brad and I
That
are just
is
running up and down the
amazing.
field.
That
like,
is
scoring.
amazing.
And by field, I mean the backyard. So
save himself the misery.
So
His fault.
when you said Joe Burrow purposely did it, I just pictured Jimmy Markle just as soon as he got the ball, just fell down.
That's so funny. Oh
No,
my
don't hurt me.
goodness. Well, he gave it to him all right. So
Well.
there's always next year.
Yep, they get to plan and work for next year. So
Yep.
let's see what happens. See what the
And-
Browns do with a new coach. Lord knows
Lord knows.
what's going
I
to
think
happen.
they need a therapist, and I was going to volunteer to go down
I think
there.
somebody
They
needs
need
something. Someone needs something.
I'm headed to
Someone needs
Cleveland.
to boost team morale.
Someone needs something for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, like we said, it's a happy New Year. It's a new year. We know how I feel about resolutions. So
Yeah, that was a good episode. Who told
Last
me? I
year.
think one of my kids told me that they're doing something where they're just like, look, if I do this a third of the time or something
Yeah.
like that, then instead of going like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change everything every day. This.
yeah, for me, it's I still see this time as just like a time of hibernation in a way. Like it's a new calendar year. It's great, but like I'm still hibernating until spring. That's when the equinox is. That's when everything's green and pretty and like yeah.
So you have
It's a
nothing.
new, huh?
So you're
I'm
not doing anything. You're just gonna
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna try to get
sit
more
around
sleep.
with your I don't do anything that requires wearing a helmet
Yeah,
and
I
sit on your
might.
couch.
I might try to get more sleep. I'm gonna purge my house because I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna start minimalizing.
Well, and I think if you add like a resolution, you're adding more to your schedule. You're already busy. You're going to
Yeah.
fail at it anyway. So
Yep.
it's like, so instead of a resolution, what am I going to take off?
Yeah,
You know, what can I let go of? That is because if you let go and have more room in your life, then guess what? You'll be able to make those other changes.
you can. Yep.
That's a good point.
I think we talked
Can I let
about
go of work?
briefly.
Yes. Until, well, on Saturday and Sunday.
I feel like we kind of talked about that last year. If you're adding the resolution itself adds that pressure, and then you fail. It sets yourself up for failure
Yeah, for
because
sure. That's why I never do them.
Yeah, I wonder how many people were at the gym on the first.
Yeah, but I think about that probably a lot.
A lot of people. I made a joke about that last year. Not to shame
I know,
anybody,
but it has
it's
been
like,
a
it's
while
so
for
funny.
me. I'm just, I feel way.
I
out
tell
of
you,
shape.
where there was a lot of people on the first. We went to IKEA for fun.
Oh yeah.
I think a train of kids got dropped off because we walked into one of the rooms and they were screaming and running and like
Whoa.
it was insane. I'm like, what
Wow.
is going on? This is not a daycare. This is IKEA.
Wow.
It was insane.
Did you look outside? Well, you can't look outside there.
Instead of the
a year to get out of
latchkey
it.
kids, it's the IKEA kids.
Yeah.
It's like IKEA.
Well, they have a daycare. Why didn't they just put them down there?
I don't know.
I mean, there's plenty of places to sleep and all that. I guess
There's
why not
like
let the kids
so-
run around?
It was like, yeah, it wasn't even in the kids area. It was like in like, I was nervous something was going to break. Like I just, we took a little shortcut because
Yeah, you
I
can't
was
break that
like,
stuff.
yeah.
You have the map of the IKEA store. That's impossible. It's like a maze. to
I
get out of
know. Well, that was the one in St. Louis. It's built similar to the one here, so it was kind of familiar.
Oh, yeah, they're the
And
same.
yeah, they're all the same, except this one has an escalator to get up and down.
there. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Anyways,
if
I
this
think
one
ours
does or
is
not.
like an
I thought-
No,
elevator.
No, I
Really
think the
was?
one in Columbus has an
Is there?
escalator.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
Pretty
It's
sure.
not different. Yeah. So yeah.
Speaking of that, people, let's just walk while we're on the escalator. Up and down. I mean, I know up's harder, but down for sure. It's my biggest pet peeve. It's not a
Like
ride.
the one in the people in airports when
Yeah,
the
well, the
walkways.
people mover ones, I've already complained about that 100 times. Like, I just don't understand people that just stand on that thing.
Yeah.
It's to get you there faster, people.
Yeah.
It's not to have you sit there and ride
Yeah.
slower than you could walk. I guess they have time and they just
I
want to
guess.
observe other people. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
Well-
what we're going to do.
Life
but
is mocking me. Let's talk about it.
this goes on forever. Right?
I've missed that.
I know.
Let's talk about it, Dad.
Yeah, life mocked me. I heard you talking earlier about, and we can exchange stories. So washing machines. So what happened? What happened to your washing machine?
The drain pipe that the drain from the washer comes out of. So you have your little
drain
plastic piece that attaches to the washer. Okay. And then that piece goes into a little drain pipe. But this one is like really tall. Well, anyway,
Yeah, because I've learned you have to be higher than.
it has to. So I learned this last night. If gravity in the water has something to do with how well it drains. So that's why it's not just stuck in the pipe itself that's in the
Right.
ground, which I ended up doing
Has to
yesterday.
go
But
up out of the washer and then back down.
so the metal pipe that was in it, apparently I didn't know it at the time, but it rusted out and Sammy was doing laundry. I was in St. Louis. It was like 10 minutes before midnight. She calls me. Well, her boyfriend called. So at first I thought like something happened.
Right.
But she was like freaking out because it happened. So I was going to get mad at her. And no, I mean, the thing just like rusted out and flooded the whole basement. And yeah, they cleaned that up, but I had to repair yesterday. No pipe I found would fit that stupid hole. Nothing. No elbow that I found would go in. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So now it's just doing what it probably shouldn't be doing.
I'm still confused. So it's coming out of the washing machine.
This little black piece, okay?
Right. And then it curves down, and then you're supposed to put it in.
This long pipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And then that has an elbow that goes to the drain that's in the ground.
The elbow rusted out?
The elbow rusted out. So the long piece in the elbow is completely gone. I thought, hey.
Why aren't those PVC?
I know.
Exactly, because my house was built in 55. But I figured, and I even matched up when I bought it. This should fit. I got 3 different sizes. Nothing fit in there. And I found one that did, but it's too small. It still leaks. So that's a temporary fix, but it's not draining like it should. So I'm going to be wasting more water until I get it fixed. So
that's not wasting water, is it?
Yeah, because I'm draining again. Well, but for some reason my washer on the drain that spin cycle rinses. I don't know.
Yeah, that usually.
Yeah, so then I'm wasting water, right?
No.
Anyway, I'm wasting time and energy and water trying to fix this damn thing. Well, I need to sell this house.
Maybe I'm not confused. Maybe I'm confused.
So I wanted to come home. I came home early for a reason yesterday so I could relax. That's not what happened. Now I walk in. That was after the fact. There's dog poop and pee everywhere. The house is ridiculous.
In the house?
Because Sammy was gone too. She was at my mom's.
Oh.
So she picked me up straight from there, and there's poop and pee all over the house.
Dogs.
And then the washer happened, and then go sit down and watch TV. The TV broke. TV's out, and I'm like, oh my God. It's like I just wanted to come home and just relax for a minute before I have to go back to work tomorrow. And that's not what happened. Can I go back to where I was for 2 weeks? Because there was no issues, no problems.
You know the song?
No.
Welcome back. Dreams were your ticket out.
Welcome back to that.
Yeah. Back to normal life.
And then you had to come back and watch the Bengals lose.
Yep. That
Yeah,
too.
I mean, who cares?
I'm
on
used to that now.
End of the
used to
season.
it.
Who really cares?
But I wanted them to win.
Well, funny, I had a washing machine issue too.
Oh.
Ever since we moved into the place, there's just a little bit of water underneath, and I was just too lazy to take off the front cover. And I thought, they have those drains down there, the filters down on the bottom front now too. And I thought, well, maybe that's it, something like that. So we just put towel under there. It's been pretty insignificant. Well, sometime during break, I'm in the kitchen and cooking something, and I'm hearing like it sounds like crackling, but then I like crackle. What would be crackling? I look over and there's water coming down through the ceiling.
Oh no!
Yeah, it got worse. So I had no idea.
God.
I just yelled up to Geet that turn off the washing machine. I knew it had to be something to do with the washing machine. It was coming down through an HVAC intake, so it wasn't coming through the ceiling, which is good because it was coming through the ceiling. That meant your drywall's ruined.
Yeah.
So it was coming through. It just found its way into. I think there's a little drain up there, and I don't know, which means it still probably went through the floor. I gotta check. But either way. So anyways, I go up there, and then I thought, well, I'm gonna open. It's got to be this filter thing. I start opening it like a dumbass when there's still water in the, there's water in the washing machine because it was in the middle of a cycle, and it just starts like flying out. Like, well, shit! I had to put that back really quick.
Oh my God.
So then I was like, all right, we got to drain this somehow. So I figured out how did I? At first I thought, I'm going to get something thin to fit under that. Maybe there's not so much. Something thin to put under that little filter thing. So I got a cookie sheet. Started to do that. I'm like, it was gushing out like this. No,
wow.
this is not going to work. I'm like, well, wait a minute, just hit the drain cycle.
Was that the issue?
Well, no, that's just to get the water out so I can open the door and figure out what's happening, right? I don't know why I went in that order, like try to figure out what's happening versus just drain the water first.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I opened the door, and sure enough, on the gasket, there's like a hole. Like so it just must have been a tiny hole. It just got bigger and bigger with each load.
Oh, geez.
Now we had already, because I knew I don't like everything that was in this unit was just really cheap. So we had already bought, like pre-Christmas, bought a new washing machine, but it's not getting delivered till the end of the month.
Okay.
Oh, so that's not even the new
So then
one.
I'm like, okay, so I look for this part. It's the seal on the door. Look it up on Amazon. Look it up everywhere. It's like $130. Like, kind of don't want to do. I'm like, hey, we could just do laundry at the laundromat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So guess who went on an adventure to the laundromat?
You did.
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
Hey, you know what? I don't mind this. So Gita was freaking out. Gita's like, as soon as we pull up, she just gives me a look like, the hell are we doing here? Like, yeah, it's a laundromat. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
You know?
All good.
We're doing all of our laundry
Or-
in one load.
Yeah, that's what's awesome.
Or you
I'm like,
could
this is
go
awesome.
like crazy 1800s and wash it in the tub. If the dryer works, just throw it in there
Yeah,
when
that's
it's
true,
done.
too.
I mean, I've learned how to do it.
Yeah, we don't have a tub.
Oh,
So I guess that's that.
okay.
You know what? Just wear your clothes in the shower. Wash them.
That's a
It's
great
multitasking.
solution.
Alternative
Great solution.
resolutions.
So laundromats. Wow, what a great place to, really see people.
Yeah.
Everyone was really friendly though, but it's got, you just get all these things in your head. Like there's this guy, like normal looking like construction guy, brings in literally like 5 massive bags. I'm like, dude, what does he do? This once a month or something? But I
Probably.
guess that's all you need to do. Another guy, super friendly guy. There's a couple other women in there, and everyone's just kind of jovial and having a good old time. But one thing is, we brought a bunch of quarters. Of course, I have no idea how much this shit costs. So we get there, and it's like $5.75.
Yeah.
What happened to like the $1.25 days?
Yeah, no. And the big one's like $8.50.
Ew. That's for the big one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
for the big one.
my
And I'm like, I don't know if we
gosh.
have enough for the small one. So then I'm thinking, because I'm just thinking it's cash only, right? So like, where are we going to get who has these many quarters? So I go next door to the nice, convenience store that's over there that's, has all the anti-burglary shooting kind of stuff. Get money out of the ATM there. I'm like, well, I don't want to put a 20 in and get $20 worth of quarters. So then I bought some water over there, and then go back over and get all these quarters. And then this next guy comes in and he's, I forget what he did, but he's like, yeah, which one doesn't take the credit card? And then I'm like, credit card?
Oh, no.
I thought this was cash. But apparently you can go to the front where some lady's working and just say, hey, I'm using number whatever, and pay it with credit card.
Oh,
That's pretty sweet.
that's pretty
So
nice.
now I'm thinking
That's
I might just
different.
make a regular trip to the old laundromat.
It's physical labor. It's
Just feel weird pulling up in my car and feel
Yeah.
like, what the.
yeah.
So then I'm trying to do the math. Okay, who goes to these things?
A lot of people do.
I mean, you could buy a washing machine for what, maybe $300. Mm-hmm. So then like $8 a load. So that's going to be like 40 loads. I guess if you go once a month, I guess then it takes a while
Well,
to build up that.
Yeah, I don't know if you know who Roman Atwood is. He's a YouTube influencer.
No.
He has a laundromat that he bought in Newark next to Jolly Pirate.
Yeah.
It's always lit up. It's like the Smile Happy or something.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I think he makes. I think he makes.
No,
a
you
pretty
make good money in those. Yeah,
deal.
I've had people
Yeah.
say they buy a laundromat, and
Yeah.
it used to be just cash only. So
Yeah.
I've
make
never
10
seen
grand,
take
you
credit,
report.
yeah.
Don't have to
$3,000.
report. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So nice adventure and experience
Sounds
in the
so
laundromat.
fun.
Yeah.
Sounds
When you're in there, and then it's got my laptop out. Keith asks for Wi-Fi. I'm like, they don't have Wi-Fi. I don't see anybody in here getting on the Wi-Fi. And they did. They had Wi-Fi.
So funny.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
we were doing that, just watching our laundry. But it was only
Modern-day
one load. It was like
laundromat.
20 bucks or 20 minutes.
Modern day laundromat.
And well, it's not really modern day. It looks the same. I guess modern day because they accept credit cards
Yeah,
now.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
So that was fun. Yeah, I still hadn't thought. There was a ton of things.
Yeah, it's been a
Gosh,
long time.
Travel.
Long
I got
time.
new glasses because on my trip on vacation, I lost my glasses. I was a little bit tipsy and fell into the water, and my glasses were on.
No.
Saved the hat. I had a cowboy hat on and saved the hat. But my
Like
glasses
you saved
went.
the hat, the most important part.
I'm reaching. I'm like, it's kind of slow. What are those slow motion falls? You're like, and I hit the side of the boat, and then I was just like kind of half laughing, and then fell in. And Gita went to go grab me, like basically hit me in the face. And everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God. Everyone's all freaking out. I'm just laughing. I get up laughing. But I remember, I just saw him out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, tried to grab him, but yet I saved the hat. Oh, and I saved the drink I had too.
Oh, the drink in the
that
hat.
went into the boat.
Yeah, that's
Saved
all that matters.
The beer. But yeah. So
that how
yeah,
you
I got
hurt
new
your arm?
glasses. No, that's not how I hurt my arm though. That's what's weird. So I don't know. What I did there, I heard it. When I moved my wrist a certain way, I just heard like a tear.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I just tore the fascia. I don't know. But getting glasses, I kind of needed them. They were old style. So
They're quite lavish
I don't
looking.
like the process of it.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean, I got the annual thing, whatever. It did change. My prescription changed a little bit, but they're expensive. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I guess I could go to Lens Crafters or something, but I don't know. I just went to the local one, and then the one they say that you have insurance, which we have insurance, but it doesn't pay for anything.
No.
Just like the exam maybe, and then the extra stuff you pay for. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's probably why it's so cheap, because it doesn't cover anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just
Just like dental.
Dental
Cheap.
doesn't pay for
Doesn't.
anything. Dental's actually more expensive, and it doesn't pay for anything.
Yeah.
So, but it is nice to get new glasses. I got sunglasses when I was down there. I'm tired. I lost
That's
those
nice.
prescription sunglasses last year, so I'm done with prescription sunglasses. I can't keep any of that stuff. Yeah.
Fun times, Dad.
Yeah, lots of fun. Had a lot of people over for dinners and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You came over. That was my big 12 friends at Christmas. Try to have dinner at your house. So we did that for multiple groups of friends, and it all was very successful. Had a couple new good recipes that worked out
good.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no real complaints about anything, even any
That's
of the
good.
travel or anything. But let's see what's coming up.
I know.
So I got a lot of travel coming up.
Oh, okay.
Working.
I
Gotta work.
don't have any travel complaints, actually.
Yeah, you were out. So yeah, anything.
Yeah, I went to St. Louis Christmas night and stayed until yesterday.
So you were off work that whole time? Mm-hmm. You didn't do any remote stuff?
No, I worked.
Did you have PTO or did you take it unpaid?
I took credit time and vacation time.
Oh, okay.
So I worked my butt off to
get there.
some credit. Yeah,
All right.
because you know what? And I'll get into it, and the mental health stuff, but taking the 2 weeks was necessary. Very necessary, especially at the end of the year.
That's good.
Yeah. So regardless.
Did you think of work at all?
No. Nope. Except yesterday.
Man, I would love to get to that point.
Yeah, it was really nice. I didn't have to think about anything. I wasn't thinking about anything because I wasn't home.
Yeah,
we
that's
saw
good.
what happened when I came home.
Now, the first few days, were you worried about Samantha? You worried about the dogs? Anything? You're just like, nope, I'll take care
Nope,
of.
everything was good. I know she would take. She actually deep cleaned while I was gone.
Oh, how
Yeah,
nice.
she deep cleaned the house. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, I was in St.
My
Louis.
grandchild.
Yep, she was good. St. Louis with Doug. That was our long.
yeah.
The one necessary
talk
trip
about
I
that,
talked
or-
about. Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
Mental Health
let's
Matters.
dive right in. Yeah, so this was like what I brought up, wanting to do like a longer trip just to like really, when it's not such a rushed like weekend of doing things and then me coming home. So it was kind of like 3 trips in one, and it was more integrated in like his life. And we celebrated his daughter's birthday. We did New Year's Eve with his friends. And so I kind of got to be involved with like his life more. We didn't get sick of each other. So no fights, no, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't feeling good. There was a day where I just didn't want to go somewhere, and that was okay. It was no issue. And yeah, I mean, it was really necessary I feel like I've gotten to know him more and gotten a lot closer. And yeah, it was definitely a positive thing.
Yeah, for a long distance relationship, you got to have those times.
Yes. Yes.
So things are okay. So things are positive and moving forward. Now, what's the next? Like, I mean, are you going to be on a routine of seeing each other?
Yeah. We'll still do monthly.
Okay.
And I think we try to alternate as much as possible. But I went ahead and got antsy and booked the next 2 months for me to go out there.
Oh yeah.
So,
Are you flying or? I mean, it's really not a bad drive.
I'm probably going to wait till it gets warmer to drive just in case
Yeah.
like we get
could
some
be
kind of
weather and that could
snowstorm,
really-
whatever.
that
But
could also mess you up flying too.
yeah, it could, that too. But it's only an hour flight versus 6.5 hours
Right,
driving. But
right.
yeah, the drive isn't bad. So, I think the next long trip I'll be able to do in June once I build my time back up. So we'll do that because our birthdays are 4 days apart. So probably do
nice.
So probably do like a long trip then. But I think it was definitely necessary.
Maybe meet in Effingham.
I saw a sign for that. We went to his mom's and I saw a sign for Effingham, and I just crack up every time because I think about that story.
I need to reach out to Sarah.
Driving to Effingham, and there's a speakeasy in Effingham.
Effingham is actually really cool. I'm telling you. I said my friend Sarah lives out there, and I went out to train that because her hospital signed up on our software, and I went out there to train and hang out with Sarah, and it's Effingham for a tiny little town. It has some really cool stuff.
And I'm beginning to really enjoy St. Louis too. There's so much more to that city than there's bad stuff. Don't get me wrong. We drove past a gas station with crime tape around all of it, and the doors were open. I was like, something happened, and turns out, we saw on the news later, a grandson stabbed his grandmother to death, who had just recovered from cancer. Really sad.
Probably because she wouldn't buy him a candy bar or something.
No, it was an adult male. An adult male. Okay, not a kid.
Don't make me make fun.
But it was a really sad story. But
there.
it was really good for us. I'm
good.
very happy.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it was very.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah, very good.
Can't you tell?
Yeah, he's so monotone. I'm so happy for you, Sarah.
I'm really happy for you.
Happy for you.
Yeah. Well, anywho.
Yeah. So, but I
that's a big step. I think that's smart for you guys to do.
Yeah, we can have a nice conversation and be able to talk without any conflict yet. Hopefully, never. But
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Yeah.
Because it made me think over break. So something did happen, and it's like, okay, now we got to deal with real relationship stuff. And so I was having the company Christmas party, which, my company is 3 people, me and 2 other people. And we did invite our contracting developer person. And it was really just because it's only 3 people, it's like we usually just do something quick after work. It's not a big thing. When I had another company, we would have big Christmas dinner and spouses, partners invited, blah, blah, blah. So I go to this thing. I was so busy and I wasn't even really thinking about it because it really wasn't a big deal. Now Johnny, our admin person, and she does an amazing job. She takes care of having games and all this stuff. She's great about that stuff, but I don't think about that stuff. So it kind of slipped. I know I told Geeta about it, but kind of slipped my mind. And then that day I was just telling her, hey, I got to go do this after work. We're going to go at 3. And we did some volunteer work. Oh, which is another thing too. We volunteered. We served lunch at the YWCA, which was really cool. Makes me want to do it more. There was a guy that that was there helping as well, that he is a food and beverage manager at a close hotel that's close to there. And he's like, I just come over here on my lunches and do this. I'm like,
nice.
How cool
That's
is
really
that?
cool.
Yeah, and he's like, then I get to know the residents, and he's like, it's so fun when you see them move on and get their own apartment. They're so excited, and just really, really cool. And it just, I hate to say it, but that's one thing I would really like to do more. Just start doing this volunteer stuff.
And it is so rewarding.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
So we do the Christmas party afterwards, and that night was also the big party at the athletic club, the Martini and Mistletoe. So, and I knew I had time. It takes me 10 minutes to get ready. So she's gonna be mad at me. So then I'm leaving. I'm aware of it. I'm like, hey, if I get home at 6, this thing starts at 7. We'll be good. So I left around 6, and I get this. I'm texting her the whole time, like, hey, I sent pictures. We did a craft. Johnny had this thing. We did a little craft, and then. She's like, when I called, after when I left to say, hey, I'm on my way home, which is literally 5 minutes away. And she said, oh, are we going to this thing tonight or not? I'm like, oh, what's this all about? So I started to address it on the phone. Let's talk about when we get home. I'm not going to do it on the phone. So we had to have a discussion about look, that's okay. You might maybe. And she admitted, she's like, well, you had this Christmas party. I wasn't invited. And I didn't talk to her about it. I'm like, well, that's me just not being communicative. It's not a big thing, honestly, this Christmas thing. And in fact, she needed something. So she was going to come by and get something. Like, hey, we'll come by and come on in. We're just sitting here having beer. And she didn't. But, she said, I would have been nice to have been invited. I'm like, well, I mean, I kind of invited you when you said you needed to come by and get something, but it wasn't the same. So I knew she felt bad. But one thing that really came about it is, and I'm open to talk about this because I feel like I'm a positive person. Mm-hmm. I try not to let anything get me down. Yes, I will stress out. There's times I'm at work, I can't get enough done. I got to get home for whatever reason. I'm a little stressed, but I don't come home like tearing around. It's just I'm silent. I need to just deal with it, right? I just need to, in my head, even start joking about stuff, but it takes me a minute to switch, to make that switch. But largely I'm a positive, like, hey, if something happens, like, it happens, whatever. I'm not gonna take it personal or anything like that.
Yeah.
And this is not a situation. It's like you're taking a situation, you made it negative. Like nothing was going to happen wrong. We were going to get to the next party just perfectly fine. You weren't really waiting that long. You had to get ready. So she was ready, which I'll give her credit. She was completely ready. I thought her daughter was going to come and help make her hair up and all that kind of stuff. And it was going to take an hour. So that's why I didn't really stress about it and get home quickly. But, yeah, so we had to have that discussion. And she finally said, like, yeah, I did because I was hurt. I somehow wanted to be negative back to you. And not wanted to, but she just did. It's a subconscious thing. And I think that's something that as I think about it now, like all my relationships, that's been a lot that way. Sometimes somebody feels like they got to be negative or bring someone into that negativity. They're feeling negative or something. This is what I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of a big thing. And I appreciate that we were able, one, to talk about it without getting into a big fight. And second, those things are going to happen. And how do you address those things, which is also, things you have to learn in a relationship.
It is. And you learn each other and you learn communication. I mean, there's been moments, it's been me. Let's be clear here. It's been me with my overreacting.
Yes.
And because, but the way that he goes about it is a way of like, it's not hurtful. It's like, you're valid, but maybe you were a little much reacting to this, but let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, the biggest challenge for me with us is that he's kind of like you, like a positive person. He doesn't let things like, we'll figure it out. Everything's fine.
Right.
And I'm known to like just, get all crazy. I know. And
this was the worst thing ever.
But it's getting better. It's getting better. But it's a lot to get used to just have a normal conversation without like all of this like negativity. So I'm having to learn that. But I think it's important that that open line of communication has to be there. You can't get offended.
Yeah.
Because it's just communicating. So it's honesty.
Yeah.
It is.
So
But you got to stick to the problem and the emotion, not the person, so you don't attack each other.
right.
So, and, she felt hurt because she wasn't invited. So that was about that, you know. And it's about communication. It's about listening. But again, it's about sticking to the issue, not the person.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and you're still reeling in from the last
Oh yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Which
is why you react. So
Yes.
it's learning how to not. But
Yeah.
and I think conflict is really going to be important for you guys too, to see how you handle
how I handle it. Yeah.
both of you.
It'll be interesting because we haven't had any like major conflict yet.
Okay. Because
So-
every relationship has conflict.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's maybe been something little tiny, but it's like we talk through it and like, well, this is how, the way that you responded, this is how I felt in that time because this is what I've experienced before. Okay, so let's put it behind us. I've learned from it. This is how you react. This is how I react. So I try to do my best. But yeah, and mainly it's not even things that like an action that has been done. It's just me overreacting about life things that I shouldn't be overreacting about, but that's what I'm used to because that's my body's way of responding.
It is.
That's what I'm used to. So it's relearning. That's the one thing I've learned these whole 2 weeks, that if you can do it, anybody listening, take those last 2 weeks off in the year because it's like it's in between the holidays, but it's like it's so necessary because winter's already draining. It's already dark and depressing. Take that time to rest. My body didn't know what to do. Like it was like
Well, and because you were away from your home, that even helped. Because
Yeah.
if you're sitting at home, you're going to look at all the projects that you want to get
so
done.
now
and
I slept almost like 9 to 10 hours a day.
That's awesome.
I was rested, but my body was like, this isn't normal. So we're going to get anxiety because you're always used to fight or flight and survival. And like, but I recognized like, I was even having really vivid dreams of like past things. And I'm like, is this a sign of like, okay, my body's letting go of this shit so I can finally just like be at peace?
Well, you got to think when you process, you're processing in REM sleep. You're in REM sleep, you're processing. So it may not be about that certain situation, but it is about something. So that would make sense why your dreams would become vivider.
Yeah.
Why you are having them, why they're increased. So
That's very interesting.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's why we do, especially I do EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization reprocessing. It mimics REM sleep, and you kind of work on the traumas and things like that. Your dreams may come up and be more vivid, because that's where you have to process.
And that was like the only time I could allow it to process because in normal life, I'm like go, 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 go. And like as much as I want to rest, I haven't been able to lately. It's been so crazy. So it's not a resolution, but I want to rest more and give my body that time because I really noticed like over this time, like how much my body really needs it. And I want to take better care.
Does that mean you're going to take longer to get the podcast out?
No.
Yeah, chop, chop. Don't let that go. Well, we segue right into mental health. We had some mental
we
but
did.
it's a relationship thing, and it's stuff
Yeah.
I talk about with my kids too, that, when they plan on the other kids, when they plan on getting married, like I've done to you, like, well, how do you solve conflict? What do you guys do?
Yeah.
Like, can you talk things out? Like, it's stuff that's important that you kind of forget when you get lost in, I found my partner for life and all of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but I want it to all be unicorns and rainbows.
I know. But,
Yeah.
and men and women think differently too.
Yeah.
It's
For
like
sure.
where you didn't think it was, you were just like, okay, well, it's just not a big thing, but it really was. What you said and what she heard was two different things. So being able to say, having her be more vulnerable and say, my feelings were really hurt because I wasn't invited.
Right.
That's a very vulnerable place to be, but that's where couples should be.
Yeah.
Is, you're going to have the difficult conversations. You're going to have that. You're going to have, it's those little things that add up that really can break a relationship.
Yeah.
So it's being, hey, this really hurt my feelings, and attack. It's the situation that you want to talk about, not the person, not their core self.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people might get it wrong too. They want to attack the person and not the thing that's there.
Oh yeah, and I was horrible at not saying anything until it just built up, and then then I'd be angry.
And that's
So
when
it's
you
horrible.
blow.
Right. Right.
I've had a history of that too.
Huh.
But if you
Must be
think
the
about
German
it,
in us.
I know the German is pretty prevalent.
well, if you think about it, think about a balloon. When you're sitting there and you're putting stuff in this balloon and you blow it up and you put it in, and it's mainly like stuffing it under the rug to where that balloon gets so big, it's either going to blow up and break, or you're going to let it go right at the end, which is when you blow up and it goes all over.
Yeah.
There's no control.
Right.
But if you are like, you put things in and then you're holding it and then you talk about it, you can release it and there's no pressure inside that balloon. So I just think
That's a nice analogy.
It is, and then
like
and then
that.
if you hold it really tight, and then you can get a laugh out of it, make stupid noises and stuff. You let it out a little bit.
after you guys talk about it, that's when you're like, oh, listen, this
Right.
is what it really sounded like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Humor. Always.
No.
Humor.
I always turn to humor, but it could be a defense mechanism too. Like
It's-
I don't want to talk about it
it's-
anymore, so
yes.
let's
Let's laugh and
laugh
deflect
about
it.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's, that's emotions, that's vulnerable, and it's a scary place to be.
Yeah.
Vulnerability is scary.
It is.
Agree.
Yeah. Especially when it's like a healthy situation. It's very scary. I find my biggest weakness, and I'll be open about it, is just using my words. Like I'm even scared to ask because I'm so used to being yelled at and ridiculed and just, so it's been a work in progress, but he's very patient with me.
That's good.
That is
Yeah.
good.
He seems patient.
Yeah, he's very patient, and I commend him for that because I'm I'm special.
Well, as long as you're working on it, right? And
I
you're
am.
working on it.
I
yeah.
am. I
If
want to
you
work
just say,
on
well, that's
it.
how I am, and that's how
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Yeah.
But then again, I always say, well, that person is going to be who they are the rest of your life.
I mean, there's things
can you
about.
manage that?
I think a lot of my things is learned behavior. I've had a lot of learned behavior in my life, and it's
Yeah, Trisha, what do you say about that? So if it's something, because I've been saying a lot to you and my other children and my current partner that, hey, there are things that I'm just not going to be able to change. And when you get together with a partner, do you expect that they're going to change, or what I'm telling them is you have to learn to live with that. Like, can you handle that? Or is it something so major that you don't want to be with that person?
Well, I mean, I think when especially you meet people, there has to be some change. You're going to have to learn to live together.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not going to change, or I'm not willing to change, or I can't. Like if you, and I'm not, I don't, I
Or not willing and
emotion.
can't, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's three. Yeah.
Yeah, because either you will change, because it's going to be not just one, it's a whole family unit
Right.
now, because you've just added people to it. So, but are you willing? That doesn't mean I'm going to change my whole personality for this person.
Right.
It means, hey, I have to learn to adapt and talk maybe differently to them. Like it sounds like this, what is his name?
Doug.
It sounds like Doug is doing that right now. It's like he knows that, hey, there's been some trauma there. So he's willing to change probably, how he's responding. And, so that's important. That doesn't mean your core self should change. Like if you have somebody that's very, that struggles with showing emotion, most of the time they're not going to change. You just
Right.
have to accept them for who they are.
Right.
So, but if it's certain situations, if it's not about their core self, things can change if you
Yeah.
want it to change.
Yeah, I like that clarification.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Those are the things I'm talking about. Like, I'm not a big communicative person, certainly in the morning.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Like, I'm not talking. And then it's always, is something wrong? Is something, or a lot of times I'm just focused. There's so much going on in my head
Yeah.
that I'm just not a big talker. Sometimes I can be, but a lot of times I'm not.
On here you are.
Well, maybe that's why I'm here.
But you got to think,
Coping skill.
there's got to be that compromise too. It's like in the morning before my coffee, or before, I don't know if you drink coffee, but in the morning I drink coffee and I just want some quiet time. There's my that's actually setting some boundaries for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And saying, hey, this is my time and I respect myself enough to give myself this time.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me before 9.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So it is a compromise, or
Right. Arguably could be changed, but if it is your
yeah.
core self, I mean, part of my core self is, I really don't open up. It's rare that I open up about how I feel, definitely work. Like I don't talk about work, and good or bad. I mean, maybe I'm internalizing, but I just feel like I don't feel that way. I don't feel, I feel like I'm in a therapy session.
Here we go.
okay, lay on the couch.
Nah, I don't need to.
I'm just teasing.
But I'm trying to equate it to, try to see how other people can relate to, like something that's your core self. I'm just trying to maybe convince myself that that's a core issue with me
It is
I won't give up, and you just have to get used to if you're with me.
But being vulnerable and talking is really important. Just being able to say, hey, I'm talking about my emotions, but you got to be in touch with them. And some people are not, and that's just, it's not a flaw. It's just how they are, and it does contribute to how they were raised too.
Right.
Like there's a book that I suggest a lot of my clients, and it actually done a lot of good for myself, is Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. I recommend that a lot. And when you realize that and you accept people for who they are, whether they have that to give or not, they may not have the emotions to give. If you accept them, what is your expectations of them? If you lower that, then you know what? It's a better relationship, because you know exactly what they can give and what they can't.
Right.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
totally.
Okay.
Totally. No, that's good.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So what things now you're on so you came on the podcast and we're all about subject to change. So are there things personally now, and take the therapist hat off, and now Trisha is the person that just happens to be a mental health professional. What things in your life have been subject to change that you've overcome that you'd like to share?
Well, I've actually overcome a lot of change. Now, you know what? And I practice what I teach too. Change is very scary. It's a very vulnerable place. It's scary because it's the unknown. You don't know. So I've changed from being, I was married and living in Indiana and had a family and a little farm. And it was scary to walk away from a 20+ year relationship, but it wasn't healthy for me or my kids. So I made that change, and I ended up leaving, which was the best decision of my life. And then I met my husband, who was originally from Ohio. So that is how I moved to Ohio. I'd never left Indiana. I didn't know. I mean, vacationing, yeah, but to live, that
Wait,
was.
where do you vacation in Indiana?
Well, you don't.
Oh, I mean, you left Indiana to vacation.
Yeah,
was like,
I left it.
sorry, I confused
vacation
that.
with my grandchildren. No, anyway, but I left Indiana, and that was the scariest. I can tell you how it felt so scary. It was the
Interesting.
unknown. And then I get to
Where'd you move to in
Ohio,
Ohio? Like,
over near in Howland. We started over there. It's near Youngstown.
oh, so yeah, okay.
That's
I was
why
gonna
you're
say, if you were like
Browns,
Western
yeah.
Ohio, then
Anyway,
they were like,
no.
that's basically Indiana.
We were there for like 9 months. I couldn't stand it. I said, no, it was about a year. I'm sorry. I said, I can't leave. I don't like it here. I want to go back home. And so we compromised and we came to Columbus, and I was like, oh, wow, this is actually pretty nice. And then I was shocked at the culture is different because, well, and it's cheaper too, especially license plates. I couldn't believe that. There's an eat-in tax. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, we get taxed for breathing in Indiana.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
was
that.
like, you get
Interesting.
taxed for everything.
Oh, wow.
So, like I said, it's so then I moved, and then so then we moved to Columbus, and then my husband passed, and so
How long ago was that?
it's been like 2017.
Oh, so recent.
So, and then I ended up moving I was going to go back to Indiana. And then I decided, no, I'm going to open my practice and I'm going to stay in Ohio. And it's not that far of a drive. So I've moved back, or I bought a house. And
Now, were you a therapist before, while you were married to
Yeah.
your husband?
yeah, I worked for other places. And
Okay.
then I decided to open my practice. And that was scary. That was like, okay, this is just me. I'm going to open this practice. I'm going to be like, it's like, it's just me. I don't know. It was so scary, but I thought I'm going to fail and not do it, or I'm going to jump in and do it. And, but the failure would have been if I didn't even try.
Right.
So now I've been building my practice even more. I have an office manager. I have 3 therapists and an intern coming in August, and that work
3 therapists?
3 therapists.
Wow. How did you jump to that number?
We started growing.
Oh,
I added 1, and then I actually had 2. COVID hit, and then the one went somewhere else, and then
Okay.
the other one, she moved to California.
Okay.
So then it was me solo again, and then I thought I'm going to start growing again. So actually, it was a dentist that helped me get this far. My daughter worked for a dentist, and it was the environment there, the anxiety, it was so bad. I mean, it was a really bad situation. So I said, I'll go ahead and expand, and then you can come work for me. The best decision I've ever made, because she's an amazing, amazing office manager.
Nice.
She keeps me on task. Anyway, so we went to 1, and then I had my office manager and her, and then and then I hired somebody else. And then we got her filled up. I hired somebody else, and then that didn't work. And then I brought somebody else in, and she just started, and she's already starting to fill up. And
Wow, that's great.
there we are.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Bunch of changes.
Yeah. So do you do online as well?
I do both.
Okay.
Yeah, typically my Mondays are online, and then I'm in office Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, I'm doing all the stuff. So I'm not seeing clients, but I am doing the work.
Right.
So
Right.
and now I'm changing to start doing some more testing too for ADHD and autism. So
Okay.
more changes.
Yeah, and some of that stuff you mentioned, I always forget the acronym for the eye movement.
EMDR.
DR. Do you have to be certified for that or anything, or is that
Yeah.
something? Okay, so you did that. So while you're doing all this stuff, you're getting these certifications as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Now the EMDR, I thought, okay, I couldn't put my mind around it, and I said, okay, I'm going to be a client, because I used the loss of my husband because I was struggling at the time, and I thought, I am not going to go train. It's lengthy, it's costly until I know, because to me it doesn't make sense. And
Right.
I'm like, I can't put my brain around it. So I went and I learned about it and I processed, and it was the most magical thing. I said, that is like my magic pixie dust. I am so blown away by it. So I went and I trained for it, and then now I do it. So, and I love it.
That's good. Yeah. I haven't wrapped my head around it either.
I've heard it's really beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. When you watch somebody change from when they walk into your office to leave, that is the most rewarding feeling. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I love my job. I love working with people like that with traumas that you can watch it and you watch the shift.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Do you feel that doing this job helps you? I mean, don't most therapists have their own therapist?
Yeah, most of them do.
Do you?
We hear a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It is exhausting. It
Yeah.
is. That's why you really, and this is something that I am changing this year, is I have failed to lack self-care, even though I do a lot of traveling. But my self-care has just kind of went by the wayside because a lot of people are very depressed and during the holidays. So I have extra hours during the holidays.
Okay.
So
So it wears you down.
it does.
Yeah.
And it does get tiring. It is exhausting. So
What things do you do that you like to do that get you out of that and make you feel good?
well, I just now started to read again.
Uh-huh.
I listen to audiobooks. I actually like to sit in silence at home. That's another, I just don't want anything on. I just want to sit in silence. That's actually very therapeutic for me. And then I don't know. You know what? I go to the Browns games.
Oh, you have some releases.
I get some, I've got some
Although that could be depressing.
Yeah.
well, it is.
Low
but-
expectations.
But when you're yelling and screaming at the TV, you just get it out.
Yeah,
And
for
you're
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So no, there's a lot. I like to, even though I haven't done it in a while, but I like to golf.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I'm.
Oh,
hey,
it's fun.
Yeah,
It
you gotta,
is.
you gotta
Yeah.
do it every once in a while. Did I hear it? So what else? There was something else about, let me see. Sorry, I should have had this pulled up.
Let me tell you about another change. I've
Yes.
never heard a podcast before in my life.
Really?
And I'm here doing one with
Now
you
she's
guys.
here doing
So
one.
now there's going to be a change because I'm going to go back and start trying to figure out how to do that and what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like book on tape. I mean, you
Okay.
just
Yeah.
but you just hear people talk. And it
I
just
feel like
depends.
this
There's
is like
tons of
the real
different-
social media because we're not fake. We're not trying to influence. Well, and that's a big word.
Yeah.
Influence.
We're just not famous.
We're just not. Yeah. Like.
Because I was a big Adam Carolla fan, and when you mentioned to me after we met, doing a podcast, I was like, yeah, I'd give this a go.
Yeah.
And I started re-listening. I listened to him because I was traveling more in the car, so I had time to listen. Now I don't have time to listen, but occasionally I've been doing some stuff where I'm traveling. I'll put it on. I'm like, man, we're as good as that.
Yeah. Like
Now that I've done it for a year, like,
I judge some too. Like I'll because true crime is. I listen to that, and I'm like, oh, like I could tell this story better.
yeah, and I'm not saying we're great because we're not.
I'm not judging. I'm sorry.
We're definitely
But
D level.
it's we aren't the worst. That's what we're not the worst.
I mean, if there's things, so back to that, if there's things that you're interested in, like when I got diagnosed with prostate cancer, there's Peter Attia, I think is how you say his name. He had a whole podcast on prostate cancer, and he's a physician that does all these different episodes, and I found that very informative. Like 2.5 hour podcast was awesome. Just learning everything, gave me some key things to look up and all that kind of stuff. So podcasts are great for that as well. Yeah, and it's just like us. It's just we're not celebrities, so that's why we don't have that many followers.
That's okay.
And I know we
I'll
can
follow
improve.
you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
just hit the
it's-
follow. Like
No, it's been good. I mean, I know. I mean, personally, if we never get anywhere with it, I mean, it's been very therapeutic for me to be able to talk and see our relationship grow too, like we've talked about before. But yeah, I mean, we've had.
I just have to get myself up to do it. I just like, it's one more thing. Talking when we talked about, letting something go. Like, well, what can I let go so I can do this? And there really isn't anything in my life I can let go, or maybe I'm just being a baby.
Yeah.
Well, and it could be a little less time on the phone. That's another thing I disconnect with. I get on the phone and I do Monopoly Go. It's
Oh,
anyway.
I don't do that.
So anyway, but even disconnect, even social media, I don't get on there a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's just
Yeah, that can burn some calories
Yeah.
there. Just watching it, you get stuck on that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
can. So, but
But
it's just
isn't
making
that
a
sometimes
choice.
that could be an escape, depending on what you're looking at, I guess? Because, I like watching a good plane crash every once in a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like you get into one thing and then another one and then another
Keeps
one.
going.
And
Yeah,
5
yeah.
hours
Going,
later,
yeah.
you're going, oh crap, I could have done.
Yeah.
Or,
5 hours.
I don't know. That's
No,
why.
no,
get off
people
of
do a
TikTok.
lot. Look, yeah, Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan's the one that got rid of a smartphone for like 2 years because he
Mm-hmm.
was spending way too much time and he just had a little flip phone. He does have a regular phone now, even though it's like the iPhone 2.
I know. Yeah. I
saw
yeah,
it.
I did.
But if it's important to you, you would find something to give up to put something else in
Right.
that place.
Right.
So,
So I have to admit, I read Sarah was giving me sort of like what you do whenever she said something about loves RV camping life with her partner. I mistook that to that you guys live in an RV. I was like, can't wait to talk to her about this.
well, I don't have an RV anymore.
But yeah.
So that's an escape.
It was an escape. Yeah. It is.
I enjoyed seeing your pictures of your travel.
I know.
Yeah.
We were on the road to our 3 week. We took 3 weeks off. And let me tell you, to take 3 weeks off is I get the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we were heading out. We had all the camping stuff done. And we get to Springfield, Ohio, and somebody pulls over in front of me really quick, and the camper's on its side.
Whoa.
The back of the truck's up in the air, and I felt like I ruined the whole vacation. It was
Wow.
awful.
Oh, no.
So, but instead of letting that ruin our vacation, we just stepped back. We canceled all of the reservations for the camping, made all different reservations. So we decided to go anyway, stay at hotels. So we wasn't going to let that stop us.
Right.
And I think we got to see more, but it was just, so we actually thought it turned out as a better trip. However,
Yeah.
we still haven't gotten.
Well, it wasn't
we're
the
back in
trip that
camper.
you expected or had
It
planned, but you still kind of, it's that whole subject to change for
It
one.
is.
Also, I was just thinking like the E plus R equals O, you can't control the events, only your response.
Yeah.
So,
you can control your thoughts. But this stuff you can't control.
Yeah.
You can control your thoughts, you can control those things, and you can control decisions, but you can't control situations. So,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So that ended it. That was it. You don't have an RV now, and
We don't, because we're still waiting on, yes, this happened in August, and it's trying to get the camping place to contact us. It's been a joke. So anyway,
where you kept your RV? Did you keep it somewhere?
it got towed. It was towed off the highway to it.
No, I meant, do you have a particular campground that you guys kept it, or you kept it at home?
Oh,
and
I
then
kept
you
it at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a big barn that we put it in. So our camping has come to a halt at this time, but no, that was the most peaceful because it was about connection, actually. I found connecting.
Yeah.
There wasn't things that you were doing. There wasn't like, oh, I got to do this and this and this. And it's just like it was there. You were there.
Yeah.
You were just the smell of the fire, the
Oh,
breakfast.
I love that smell.
Isn't it awesome?
Fire smells the best.
And the
Yes.
sounds.
Oh,
And the-
yes. Those
Yep.
are very calming.
Very calming.
Oh yeah, this brings me to like listen to when the fire crackles,
Yeah.
you hear
Oh,
echoing
yeah.
in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's go there for a second.
And
Yeah.
it's quiet.
Yeah.
The darkness is quiet.
Yeah. Oh, I love that sound.
Hey Sarah, get me a beer.
Hey, while you're in there, give me a marshmallow.
Oh yeah, you're up. Can you? Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes.
That's so funny.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I loved hearing all this. I think a lot of our listeners can benefit from hearing from you, and what I think we had a good relationship conversation going too. I can always,
Yeah.
we can always dive deep into that too. Yeah.
I appreciate you inviting me.
Oh, of course. This is really great.
It might be good to have a resident therapist that comes up.
I know.
Joins.
I know.
even
'Cause I
if
only
it is
speak
a-
from experience. I can't say I'm right or wrong. So, yeah.
And I speak from both.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about, I feel like being a good therapist, you have to have some sort of experience in life.
Right.
Yeah.
You do.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just education. Anybody can buy an education.
Yes.
So
That's true. And it's, yeah. Oh, that may, we could talk more about it, but experience. So I met went to this wedding last week. Really was during Monday night. So after Christmas, between New Year's, interesting. But it was at the Franklin Park Conservatory. Anyways,
Ooh.
we didn't know anybody there except it was one of Geeta's friends' husband's brother was getting married, so they invited us because that's what Indian people do. They just invite everybody. They just want to have as many.
I was
people
trying
as
to keep
possible.
track of who it was.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's basically a friend.
okay.
And there was another other couple that they didn't know anyone either, so we talked to them. He is a professor at Ohio State in business. Really cool guy. But I was talking to him, and I was asking him about his research, and some of his most recent research is experience the same as? Wait a minute. Is the experience the same as training? Right? I think that's what it is. It made me think of that too. Like,
That's a good
is
question.
education the same as experience? So learning something or having experience, are they the same thing? It turns out they're not. I would think that it would be. It's like, well, you're learning while you're having that experience, but maybe it is the actual experience. And he gave me examples. I'll have to remember and bring it back on the thing. But
I think I heard one about that somewhere. I can't remember who said it, but he said, would you want to learn about sex education or experience it?
that's a way of putting it.
That's
Okay.
valid.
Oh, no. He called it a training. Never mind. Training or learning. Okay. I messed that one up. That's okay.
I'd rather experience the sex education. I don't think I'm learning a whole lot in that moment.
But when he said that, it was like, it's like a shocker. Like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
You think about
Put
it.
it into perspective.
But
All
I
right.
think it's both.
Yeah.
It's both has valid,
Yeah.
points.
Because you
to
wouldn't know
it.
how to
Right.
do this unless you had this. It's like
Right.
yeah.
Well, we could talk more about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd love having you on. Thanks for coming on. And yeah, we'd love to be able to have you on again or call you every once in a while. Like,
that'd be great.
Maybe we have Trisha be our, like I said, resident therapist. Like,
therapist.
well, what does the professional say?
Yes. Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, Trish.
Let's see what she says.
Well, Sarah.
We'll sign some stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right.
yeah.
Well, this has been another episode of Subject to Change, and I'm Sarah.
And I'm the monkey in the middle on your left.
And remember, everything is fine.
Since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot.
This is Subject to Change, and everything is fine. Subject to change. Everything is fine.